Peace and blessings, fire signs. Welcome back into your elemental reading for the week. We are going to be looking at your next 7 days ahead, and what's coming in, where you're currently at, what you are attracting with your current energy, any advice, guidance, and messages that may want to come through for you. At this time, we're going to be looking into all of that. So, welcome back. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Naomi. I am an energy healer and intuitive channel, an earth steward, farmer, and author. So, yeah, I'm glad to have you here. Oh, and I'm also a reader, obviously. So I hope you are doing amazing. All of my Leos, Sagittarius, and Aries. And yeah, here we are in Gemini season. We're just fresh off the energy of the Venus and Jupiter conjunction. We had a 6-6 portal. I just did the first round of elemental readings for love readings. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check that out. So this is a general reading. So make sure you take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And this is also a timeless reading. So whenever you find this, it's going to be for your next 7 days ahead. Okay. But yeah, since it's general, take what resonates and make sure you use your own intuitive faculties and your discernment as I pull these cards too, right? Because we all have intuitive senses that we could pick up on. And you know more of your story than I do because this is not a personal reading, right? So yeah, so may this message be affirming to you, confirming to you on your path, and may it align you with all of your desired goals and wishes coming into fulfillment. And may I be a clear channel for these divine messages. So we're going to get straight into it for my fire signs. Let's see, we're going to get the overall energy with the Moonology, going with the tarot, of course, to get the main messages. If I need to clarify, I will clarify as needed. And we'll also see what the tea is for you in this next week ahead. We'll get your tea leaf fortunes, okay? So let's get right into it. So Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, my dear fire signs, what is the overall energy for this next week ahead? For the next 7 days or so for my fire signs, what's the energy coming in for you? We see that the energy is gaining momentum. So something is powering up here. I'm hearing that you're about to be coasting. So maybe you've been working on something, maybe you've been putting a lot of energy. Wow. And now I'm thinking about I haven't even this is literally science in school, right? Kinetic energy, right? Kinetic energy is that potential energy. So it's like you've been gaining up a lot of potential energy. I'm also getting, if you're a Marvel fan, how Black Panther's suit will work. And look at this purple. His suit worked with kinetic energy. So he would take impacts, people would hit him or kick him, and his suit would retain all of that energy. And then at a point he could release it, and that could be a defense for him too. So I'm getting there has been a lot of energy you've been building up. So you've been working hard towards something, and now you're about to be coasting because it's about to really push you forward. So good job with whatever you've been working on. We'll see if we could get clearer pictures. I see balance, spirituality, and practicality, and take time to breathe out after that, right? So make sure you're in balance with dreaming, intuiting, right? Feeling, sensing, as well as taking the necessary steps to go forward, right? So let's see what the tarot has to say about your next week ahead. Next week ahead for my fire signs. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, 7 of Cups. What's going on this next week ahead for Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries? What do we need to know? Any other messages that want to come out? What is going on? What is this energy that's gaining momentum for my fire signs? And we'll stop right there. I see Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 7 of Cups, the Justice, the 7 of Swords, Page of Cups, Hermit, 3 of Swords. Very interesting. Give me a minute to get the story here. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, and we're seeing this energy gaining momentum, right? And that could kind of be like this burst of kinetic energy. Things are finally, especially if you've been feeling stuck in a certain place, in a certain way of things happening for you, I'm getting that something is literally like whoosh, like it's literally about to, things are about to turn in your favor. You're about to receive something, recognize something. Things are about to open up for you with these 7 of Cups, right? And so, yeah, and you're going to have to make a decision here on where you want to go, what the next step is going to look like for you. I'm getting with this Wheel of Fortune energy, like there is about to be a lot of fortunate opportunities that open up for you here with this 7 of Cups energy. And with this Justice here is like remaining balanced, because with the 7 of Cups, I can get into the energy of confusion, right? And that's probably why you need to balance spirituality and practicality. If things start to feel a little bit too intense or overwhelming, make sure you're doing whatever you need to do to stay grounded so you can make the best decision, right? You want to be making this from a balanced state. So yeah, we have balanced choice here with this Justice and this full moon in Pisces energy. So there's something here about like things are about to open up for you. Opportunities are about to be available for you. And you want to be able to make it from a balanced place. I may clarify this 7 of Swords because I want to know why this 7 of Swords and 3 of Swords here. And then we have Page of Cups, the Hermit, and 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if I ever said that. Yeah, but Page of Cups is just another opportunity, or maybe you're this Page of Cups, like you've chosen your cup, and I feel like you're going to choose right because you chose it from a balanced space. Yeah, and then with Judgment on the bottom of the deck, there's something here about having good judgment. I think there may be a choice, a decision that will be very important that you make. What's the 7 of Swords here? Clarify, what's the 7 of Swords? Can I have a card on what the 7 of Swords is for my fire signs? What's the 7 of Swords energy for my fire signs? The 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. I just keep getting this energy of needing to make a good decision. So you need to be very aware of your thoughts right now. You need to be very aware of your thoughts with this Swords energy, especially with this sitting in your future. You want to be aware of something, whether this is your missteps or whether this could be another person's. But I'm kind of getting you're more in that 7 of Swords energy. And maybe that's why you need to balance spirituality and practicality, because maybe you're too much in the practical. Maybe there's feelings of doubt here. Maybe there's feelings of worries about whatever choice you're trying to make, about whatever thing you're trying to bring into fruition. And you're so worried about it, you're thinking about doing things in kind of like a sideways manner, right? Like you're kind of doing things a little sneakily. 4 of Wands clarifying the 7 of Swords. Because this is all you just want a stable foundation, right? But you need to be very discerning whether this 7 of Swords energy is really going to get you there. Yeah, because moving in that direction, so it's like you make that choice, you choose your cup, right, with this Page of Cups here. I don't know why I even heard like you steal this cup with this 7 of Swords energy. You don't have to steal an opportunity. That's crazy. But it's like, yeah, you need to be very discerning about what choice you make. Because with this Hermit energy, this 3 of Swords energy, you may not make the best choice. I don't know if this has to deal with someone else with this 3 of Swords, and I'm seeing this 3 of Pentacles. It could have something to do with like a family. I need more clarification. What's this energy for my fire signs? What's this energy for my fire signs? Clarification and additional messages, please. Fix into, yeah, okay. Any other clarifying messages? Okay. So this fixed into energy says, go get it, required and inspired action. Now is the time, readiness, follow through. So with this energy, it's giving that this needs to be divinely led action that you take. When you make this choice, when you do this thing, as you go forward in this opportunity, it should be like divinely guided. It should not be guided by your thoughts of mistrust, distrust in yourself, distrust in the universe. It shouldn't be from a space of thinking that things never work out for you, right? With the source energy, I'm just feeling like your thoughts aren't in the right place. And that's why it needs to get balanced out. Because the Seven of Swords does not obtain the Four Wands. You can't get to there moving like this. And so if this is where you are trying to get to, you need to be very aware of your actions. What else flipped out here? Just fell off the turnip trunk, bump on a log, naivete, obliviousness, study and apprenticeship needed. Bump on a log, lazying around, loafing, inertia, false start, non-response, disinterest. Because I feel like with these two cards, it's like not doing something in the right way. Not doing something in the right way. Sweet tooth, hankering, temptation, adore, intimacy, proposal, message of love. Let me pull on this Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here for fire signs? Emperor, Aries energy. And it's not the first fire sign energy. This Vixen 2 energy is kind of like Emperor energy to me. Three of Swords clarified by the Emperor. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry. I'm like, random thoughts. Okay. Yeah, with this Three of Swords and the Emperor energy, it's because like you decide to stand on something that isn't like fertile, that isn't, yeah, maybe fertile, because I was going to say like life-giving. Like there's just something, you trying to control a situation, yeah. And maybe that's what it is with this Seven of Swords energy, this Three of Swords. But with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords sitting in your outcome, especially with this Hermit here, I don't think this energy works out for the best. So it's like you make a certain decision, right? And we were seeing Judgment at the bottom of the deck, yeah. You're not seeing things clearly here. And this energy is gaining momentum. So it's like, and I was talking about that kinetic energy, right? And I was saying you may have been working at something for a long time. So maybe you just kind of started having these feelings of doubt, of worry. So you're like, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. I know I should probably not, but let me just do it this way, because doing it the right way, listening to my divine guidance, I still haven't reached where I'm trying to go. So let me try to like sneakily do it this way. Let me just take the cup. Instead of waiting for this divinely guided cup that is coming in for me. Because, yeah, it's this energy of mistrust here. Are you not trusting that things are always working out for you in your highest and best good? Because they are. So you may have tried to take a cup, but this is not going to go in your favor. And it's like you choose to stand down on this, and it kind of throws everything off. So let me see what your advice is here. What is your advice here? Well, your advice is obviously to balance spirituality and practicality. So you need to get clear in your mind. What are you telling yourself? What is the story that is coming up around this situation? What story are you telling yourself? Let's see. Advice and guidance for my fire signs. Advice and guidance. How can they get back on the right track? Leo, Sagittarius, fight for it. Do it the right way. Fighting for doing it the right way. Finding a better way to resolve some type of conflict. And maybe could be a conflict within your mind. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Yeah, so I think this is very much about your mental state. Because you need to be clear. Things are moving forward, and you want to be clear with what your thoughts are at this time, because there is going to be this push of energy. And if you are not balanced in your energy, if your thoughts are not positively aligned with where you're trying to get to, you can end up on your own, heartbroken, worse off than you began. Right? And that's what I'm seeing. This message may not resonate with everybody, but somebody needs to hear this message about being very careful what you are choosing at this time. Be careful what you are choosing. Be careful what you are thinking. Sorry, hold on. I'll be having to write these titles down. Yeah, because there's momentum coming, and if your thoughts, if your actions are not positive, are not coming on a higher level, you could end up in more trouble, right, than what you're trying to get to. So be patient, get grounded. If you meditate, do some meditation, do some sound clearing or sound healing. Working on your trust issues, recognize like, okay, what am I not trusting here? Why am I not able to be patient with these things, right? Because I feel like you've put in a certain amount of work. Don't give up before the miracle happens for you, okay? You've been putting in, if you've been going the right direction, but you kind of feel tired and you're like, well, let me just do this instead, because obviously my work in the past has not been paying off. It hasn't been working. But it literally has. So yeah, especially since this is something for the next week ahead, this is something that you can catch and clear at this time, right? So if you felt like you've been doing things in the right way, but there has been no payoff, and so you're thinking about switching it up, don't do that. Don't do that. Stay the course as you have been divinely guided to do. Stay with the best intentions. Stay balanced in your heart, in your mind, in your actions, so that you can get the best payoff. Because the Wheel of Fortune, it can align you with destiny, but it can also bring fated things. So something is fated for you, but you want to make sure that your energy is attracting the highest possibility of this. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for my fire signs. Interesting reading. I feel like I've never really gotten a reading like this on any of my elements. But let's see, any tea leaf and fortunes that want to come out for you at this time. What is the tea for Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius? Oh my God, I don't know why I said Aquarius. Some of y'all could have Aquarius placements. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Okay. Tea leaves, fortunes for this next week ahead. Next week ahead. And you can see I had to change, my tripod broke, and so I switched back to how I was doing my readings before. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. See, something does want to come in for you so positive. And this is the sunrise, right? So it's just about to come in. And I was feeling like there is kinetic energy that has been built up. So you will receive all the goodness and blessings that your heart has been hoping for. You don't have to do things in a sideways manner. Okay, stay straight up. Stay straight up. Thank you, Spirit. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. And that's over here with the Wheel of Fortune. See, there is fortune that is ready, that is yours. This is your fortune that is ready to come through. Make the right choices so you can continue to align with that. Period. Heart, great happiness. Period. So like you could get this. And I have Sweet Tooth over here with this 4 wands. So there could be a love situation that's working out for you too. So if you feel like you like been waiting for love for like a while, you're ready to give up on it, you're ready to just start, I don't know, going with anybody, don't. Maintain your standards and maintain your trust in the universe that all things are always working out for you in your highest and best good. Gavel, involvement with the law. Okay, some of y'all could be lawyers, or this could be a law situation that you're having. Or I said, don't go and steal this cup. Okay, make sure you're making the right choices so you don't get involved with the law in a negative way. Okay. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Yeah, 7 of Swords. That came over here with the 7 of Swords. So going in that wrong direction can mess up what you're trying to manifest into your life. And the last tea leaf is Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So just hold on to this. This is very, very important. Things will not always be this way. Don't get fearful and start trying to like, I don't know why I'm here, finagle. Finagle like things in another way. Like just maintain your high vibrational energy, your positive mindset, be grounded, be balanced. Despite if things have been hard, if things have been seeming unfair, things will not always be this way. You see all this positive energy that is ready to come in for you. So trust, hold, and believe to that, okay? So good luck in your next week ahead, fire signs. So this is like a warning for you to just maintain your energy. Things are about to change. Things can change in a very positive way very soon. So you just maintain your positive energy so that you can align and attract that into your life, okay? So that is what I am seeing for your next week ahead, my dear fire signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it did not resonate, just go ahead and check out some of your elemental placements or check out one of the other weeks. I also do full moon and new moon readings for the collective each month, so make sure y'all check out that as well. The last one was the full moon in Sagittarius. And the next one will be the new moon in Gemini, which is coming up on June 15th. So make sure you check back on that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.